Hi friends, today Kalam's Day. Today's special is the day of Mr. Missile Man of India. That is Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. He is the favorite and the most genius scientist of India forever. His death day, that is 27th July, is considered and commemorated as the Kalam's Day. When we remember about Abdul Kalam, he is a unrelenting personality as well as a genius. He has no equivalent personality in India. He is a person known to the world. He brought India's fame to the world level. We know from his birth onwards, his childhood was very troublesome. He was a man born in the middle class family. Though he was a born in a Muslim family in Rameshwaram, Tamil Nadu, his lifetime and his education, his primary education he has completed in Rameshwaram school itself. After completion of his education, he wants to fly high for his higher studies purpose. When he asked the permission for his parents, especially mother, disagreed. He was very inquisitive. He wants to study further. Among his family, all his brothers and sisters, they were not well educated. Moreover, parents themselves, they were not well educated. Father was a boatman. But in his childhood onwards, he has maintained a very good social relationship between Muslims, Hindus, as well as all the communities. In his autobiography, he speaks that his father has a good relation between the Brahmin family. Even the Rameshwaram temple's Pujarin, he was Abdul Kalam's father's very closest friend. That was the starting point of the relationship between the religion and the social setup what he has grown up. He has grown up in such a good situational context. Parents always helped Kalam. They inculcated good qualities among all the children. But after completion of his primary studies, Kalam was guided to higher studies, even though there was no money with the parents. Elder sister, she gave her gold earring to mortgage for Kalam's study. Thus, he has grown up. He was brought up. His education came up. After completion of the higher education, remaining all his education with the help of the scholarship he could do. He was a very bright student. When I speak here, I remember an incident when he was studying in small class, what he has explained in his autobiography. Once a science teacher came to the class. That science teacher, he asked, he couldn't digest. Kalam was sitting with two Brahmin friends. So science teacher being a Brahmin, he asked Kalam to go to the last bench. It pained a lot. Kalam got hurt. Even his two friends too. But also as a command of as an order from the teacher, Kalam accepted it and he has gone to the last bench. When he went home, he informed this matter to his parents. As well, his friends also told the same matter to their parents. Their parents together, jointly, they met, they summoned the teacher, science teacher, new science teacher. The new science teacher understood what difficulty they made. Kalam's parents said, Sir, if you want to continue here, you should not inject the poison of religion among the children. The teacher understood. The teacher realized what is the difficulty, what is the mistake he has committed. So he was able to change himself. The next week, the science teacher invited Kalam to his family for a dinner. Kalam was very much interested to go to the teacher's house. When Kalam reached there, the teacher's wife was not ready to accept this invitation. So the science teacher himself, he supplied food to Kalam. They both sat and ate. These all activities during the time of untouchability, Kalam, he was ready to break the barrier of untouchability. Even though he got hurt because of the behavior of the science teacher's wife, the next week, when Kalam was invited again for the dinner, Kalam disagreed. But that week also, hesitantly, when he went to the science teacher's house to dine, teacher's wife, science's wife was the person received Kalam and ladled the food for Kalam. This incident shows that from the childhood, what difficulty they faced, that difficulties, how those barriers, how overcome, Kalam practiced. And moreover says that Kalam's parents and family, they were really not religious based. They are socially equally treated family. So he has completed his all education and we know that he has grown up to the level of the president of India. He became the ambassador. Later, from the birth to till the last minute, he was a lecturer, teacher, professor, etc. He worked under the great scientists Satish Dhawan and our Vikram Sarabhai in Trivandrum. That was his primary lessons of science and the missile technology what he has developed. It has been an everlasting contribution to our Indian technology and Indian warfare. Agni, Prithvi, and many more missiles he has contributed to our countries. In this way, if we take Kalam, Kalam's contribution to our country, it was innumerable and worth some. When Kalam became the president of India, he led a very simple life. He has already a concept how should be a leader. When I say this, I remember about his one of the incidents he explained. When he worked as a scientist, one of his assistants worked with him. He was busy and always busy with Kalam. One day, his children asked, Daddy, we want to go for a film. Can you take us? He asked. There, the children asked the young scientist. He promised to the children, evening, I complete my work very early. I will be back. Then I can take you to film. But when time of the film almost completed, the young scientist had been doing the work very fast. Kalam understood, and meanwhile, the scientist already mentioned this matter to Kalam. Mr. Boss, I want to go a little early today. I want to take my children for a film, but he couldn't complete the work in a stipulated time. So Kalam understood the busy of the scientist. Kalam instructed the scientist, you continue the work. You have to do the work, complete the work. Kalam directly went to his house, took the children to film. When the young man came back late, saddened face, the children received very happily to the young scientist and said that your boss is a real boss. He came to us, he took us to the film. The children felt very happy. From this, we have to understand this is a life experience. Always we have to be a real leader is made. It is the spirit, it is the hardships, it is the dedication. He has already told in his autobiography. Dedication, visualization, these two things can make us success. His valuable thoughts have no limits. When we speak in this way, we can understand higher values of the life of Abdul Kalam. Everybody, whoever touches the pages of Kalam's life, it is the reality. What is life he has led? He showed us lived. Till the last minute of his life, he acted. He was a teacher. So his ideals still for our students, our youngsters, our youth, our scientists, our growing India has an inspiration. So my dear friends, today when we celebrate Kalam's day, we can understand that such an ideal person once said, blackboard is sentimentally black, but blackboard can make the lives of all the students bright. In this way, his sayings, his worthy sayings, once some people asked, what is a birthday? Definition of the birthday, various people explained in various ways. But Kalam gave a very striking definition for the birthday. He said that birthday is nothing but when you cried, your mother laughed. That is the day, birthday. It is really true. The first, when a baby was born, mothers laugh. After that, any time in our life, when we cry, our mother will not laugh. So that was the birthday's definition he has given. So his unrelenting work his skill, energy, zeal, dedication, visualization, etc. All these things brought him to success. He even forgot his life, enjoyment of the life. So he says that everybody can reach in success if you have a dedication and visualization. We have to see, we have to dream high. Whenever we dream high, our dream will bring us into reality. That reality is the success of the or the fruit of our hardships. To reach to the hardships and the success, we must be doing hard work. That hard work, sweat, inspiration, and perspiration. These things always lead us to success. After once succeeded, we cannot take rest. Don't feel that once we are successful, if we take rest, next attempt if we fail, the first success will not be ours. In all these ways, this Kalam's Day is a very meaningful day for the youth as well as to the students. So our dream, high dream, bringing into the reality is our hard work and perspiration. So my dear friends, let us remember the ideals, the greatness of a glorious holy man of India, that is Missile Man of India, Abdul Kalam. Let me stop here. Thank you.